You wake up and your hand reaches for your phone before your mind even shows up. You scroll for a minute, maybe two. You close it and nothing is wrong. But you already feel slightly behind, not tired in the body, tired in the mind. And the strange part is this. We live in the most advanced era humans have ever built. We have more tools than any generation in history. More access, more speed, more money moving through screens every second. And yet people feel less free inside their own day. If progress is supposed to liberate us, why does it feel like we're tightening something around our own necks? Because the trap isn't that the future is scary. The trap is that the future looks like freedom, while it quietly trains you to live on rails. And once you notice the rails, you start seeing them everywhere. Digital wealth feels like a miracle at first. A teenager earns from a laptop. A creator gets paid while sleeping. A simple app turns attention into income. It feels like a door opened. But every door comes with a new habit, and habits are where freedom is either built or traded away. When you can get anything instantly, your brain starts expecting life to be instant too. This isn't a character flaw, it's learning. The mind follows reward. The digital world is designed to give small rewards at unpredictable times. A message, a like, a sale, a new clip, a new headline. Your brain stays on the edge of maybe the next one. That loop keeps you moving, but it also steals your patience. And patience is not a soft virtue, it's a power. It's the ability to stay with something long enough to make it real. Without patience, you can't build a skill, a body, a relationship, a business, or a self. So the cage is not made of metal. It's made of minutes you can't hold. It's made of a mind that can't sit still long enough to hear what it actually wants. Now add money to that rewiring. Digital money moves fast, so your expectations move fast. You see a screenshot of someone's month. You see a car, a trip, a clean apartment, a perfect morning routine. Even if you know it's edited, your nervous system still reacts. Comparison isn't just a thought, it's pressure. This is where human poverty begins. Not always poverty in your bank account, poverty in your inner space. The space where you used to breathe, think, and choose. When your mind is always measuring, you stop living. You start performing. Quietly, you accept a rule. If I slow down, I fall behind. And once you accept that rule, you give away your day. You start saying yes to small things you don't even want. Another scroll, another video, another offer, another quick check. It feels harmless because each choice is tiny, but tiny choices stack. They become your life. Every yes has a hidden no inside it. The workout you didn't do, the book you didn't read, the person you didn't call, the idea you didn't build. The cost isn't always money. The cost is the future you didn't give time to. The digital world also hides the cost of choices. It makes everything feel reversible. You can switch tabs, you can change paths, you can always start tomorrow. So you keep your life in draft mode. And draft mode feels safe until you notice years went by with nothing finished. You don't need to be lazy to get trapped here. You just need to be tired. When you're tired, the brain chooses the easiest reward. That's why the system loves fatigue. Fatigue makes you predictable. It makes you choose the familiar over the meaningful, the quick over the true. If your freedom depends on your energy, then your freedom is fragile. Many people are living with fragile freedom. They feel in control only on their best days. On the other days, they get pulled. And the pull is gentle, almost polite. It doesn't shout, it suggests, it nudges, it whispers just for a second. Then something shifts. The system stops asking for your money first. It asks for your attention, because attention is the true currency of the digital age. If someone can control what you look at, they can influence what you want. And if they can influence what you want, they can influence what you buy, how you feel about yourself, and what you think is normal. This isn't a secret plot. It's a business model. Platforms earn more when you stay longer, so they optimize for what keeps you hooked. Outrage, envy, fear, quick pleasure, constant novelty. The algorithm is not a villain with a face. It's a machine with one goal: keep you there. and your brain has a chemical reason it keeps returning. Dopamine is not just about pleasure, it's about seeking. It spikes when you anticipate a reward, not when you receive it. That's why the refresh feels better than the result. That's why the chase can last for hours, while the satisfaction lasts for seconds. Notice what this does to your sense of freedom. Freedom is not only I can choose, freedom is also I can stop. If you can't stop, you're not choosing, you're reacting, and reaction is easy to monetize. Ask yourself something that should sting. If your day is shaped by what appears on your screen, whose life are you living? Modern control rarely looks like chains. It looks like convenience. It looks like recommended for you. It looks like one-click autoplay, endless feeds, smooth design, and notifications that feel like small taps on your shoulder. You don't feel forced. You feel guided. But guidance becomes control when it bypasses your awareness. When everything is frictionless, you move faster than your attention. You become a passenger in your own behavior. Friction sounds annoying, but friction is often the pause where you remember you exist. This is why so many people feel exhausted even when life looks easy. The mind is switching all day. Message, clip, headline, reply, scroll, compare. It never finishes a thought. And when you can't finish a thought, you can't finish a plan. You can't finish a self. By evening, your mind is loud, but your direction is quiet. By evening, it's not that you lack discipline, it's that your will is worn down. Hundreds of tiny decisions have drained it, so you reach for relief. And relief is rarely the same thing as freedom. Relief says, make it stop. Freedom says, let me lead. There's also a deeper cost: identity. When you live in a world of metrics, you start measuring yourself like a dashboard. Views, likes, money, productivity, streaks, progress photos. Even silence becomes suspicious. If nothing is happening, you feel like you're failing. So you keep moving, you keep updating, you keep proving, and the proof becomes the point. This is how people become rich in appearance and poor in presence. You start acting like a brand. You learn what gets rewarded. You hide what doesn't. Slowly you trade honesty for safety. And the quiet result is dependence. You need feedback to feel real. You need noise to feel alive. You need motion to avoid meeting yourself in stillness. A small daily loss of attention compounds into a life that feels scripted. A small daily choice to reclaim it compounds into a life that feels owned. Here's the part that's hard to admit. The future can get richer while the human soul gets smaller, not because money is evil, because the chase trains you to forget what you actually want. So what do you do with this without turning it into another performance? You don't need a dramatic escape. You need authorship. You need to become the person who decides what your tools are for. Start with a simple experiment for the next 24 hours. Before you touch your phone in the morning, sit for 60 seconds. Just 60. Feel the urge. Notice it. Name it. That is you meeting the part of you that wants escape before life begins. In that tiny pause, you prove something. You are not a button that the world can press. Then pick 1 hour today where you remove instant input. No feeds, no scrolling, no quick hits. Replace it with depth. Write, train, read, plan, build, or simply think without interruption. The goal is not productivity. The goal is to prove to your nervous system that you can stay. Add friction on purpose. Turn off what interrupts you. Move the apps you crave off the first screen. Make the easy path slightly harder. In the digital world, defaults are not neutral. Defaults steer tired people. Change the defaults, and you change the direction your tired self walks in. And ask one clean question tonight. Did I choose my day, or did my day choose me? One day, nothing dramatic will happen. No announcement, no permission. Just a quiet moment where you almost reach for the scroll, and you don't. You feel space open, small, calm, real. Not a rush, not a high. A clear room in your mind where you can finally hear your own thoughts. Digital wealth will keep growing, screens will get smarter, money will move faster. That part is almost guaranteed. The real question is whether your inner life will grow too, or whether it will keep shrinking while the world looks brighter. Because the richest future is not the one with the most technology. It's the one where humans can still hear themselves think, where they can build slowly, choose deliberately, and step back before the next impulse becomes a day. Tonight, when the screen goes dark, don't ask what you consumed, ask what you chose. And if you don't like the answer, don't panic. Because every time you reclaim a minute, you reclaim a piece of yourself, and the pieces add up before you notice. You just need to take one small choice back and let it be yours.